Good afternoon, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So it's a beautiful day here in Melbourne. I'm just relishing being outside today. It's amazing. And what I'm jumping on to talk to you today about is owning your shit. Very straightforward, very simple message, but I'm here to make it extra effective because I used to sit around in victim mode a lot. I used to blame my outside world a lot. When I had this, and this, I would be happy. Nothing would be a problem. Life would be easy, and etc., etc., etc. And funnily enough, life got harder. I constantly felt like when things changed, then like all this pain and this trauma and this bullshit would be over. And it took someone to actually look me in the eye and be like, you need to own up to the fact that you're not where you want to be, and get to work. And it was quite confronting, but it's funny because when you actually sort of, like when you hit a nerve in someone, so to speak, their whole nervous system like reacts. So you know when you've read someone correctly and you call them out on something because their whole body almost goes like, busted. And it's very liberating at the same time though. Like a lot of the time we don't speak our truth. We don't do the things we want to do because we're afraid of judgment, of punishment, of all these things. Looking like an idiot, feeling like a failure, being excluded. And so we don't take chances, we don't do things. But we also don't be honest with other people or ourselves. And it holds us back from so much potential. But in order to move forward, it's all well and good to be chasing goals and have ambitions and wanting to do something with your life and wanting to make a difference in the world. And that's what we're all here for at the end of the day. But until you actually get into the nitty-gritty of where you are right now, what's going on in your life and what the fuck you're doing about it, you're not going to be able to move forward. And that's why a lot of people do the whole like one step forward, two step back method, because they think, okay, I'm going for this goal, I'm going to smash it, I'm going to go hard, and they go all in. And they don't burn out because they've invested all their energy. They burn out because they haven't dealt first with the bullshit that's going on within and around their lives. They're like, I'm going to do this as a distraction. I'm going to get out of my head and I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to show these people that I can be this person and, you know, living for other people, all this stuff. But until you get into your core and go, actually, this one's on me. I know I've struggled personally with like relationships, with trust. And I used to think like it's because of this person, it's because of that person and this person. The thing is I just didn't want to admit that I didn't want to let go of control. I didn't want to admit that because I've tried business before and I shut it all down and did some crazy stuff, that I'm a little bit scared to move forward to go into business again. But at the same time, I know it's what I'm good at doing and I know it's what I want to do. But until I got honest and realized that like I'm hurt because of past relationships and that's affecting my current relationships and moving forward into a new relationship, that I was able to dissipate its power and kind of go, oh wow, like, yeah, okay, so it wasn't, you know, his fault or my dad's fault or whatever. It's like it was me holding on to a pain that had happened but refusing to acknowledge that that's what was going on. So by chasing all these goals and these dreams, like no wonder I was always coming back to the same place of pain and the same nonsense. I was repeating the cycle over and over because I wasn't just owning up to what was happening within me. And they say that the universe is going to present you the same lessons over and over until you get it. And they're going to get harder and harder until you either break or you fucking dig into it and say, right, this is what's happening, but I'm not tolerating it anymore. So own your shit. Just get serious, get honest, because as soon as you lean into it and say, this is the situation, this is where I'm at, I don't like it, your brain goes, cool, let's find a way forward. And then being able to own it removes its power over you. If you want to wallow in the past relationships, the past hurt, the past pains, that's okay. But you have to get to the point where you own it and you move forward from it. Otherwise, you are not going to succeed in the ventures that you are pursuing. because you're too busy staying stuck in this same familiar place of comfort, because it's like, woe is me, this, you know, boy broke my heart, and this was my story forever. And no matter what I did, no matter who I hung out with, no one was ever good enough, nothing was ever good enough, because I never accepted that I was willing to hold on to that victim mode because it was easy. I didn't have to do any work. But if I wanted to see things go my way, I had to get real. And someone said, this is why. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And then in 3 weeks, I've come leaps and bounds, because I've just been like, you know what? That doesn't have any hold over me anymore. I've accepted it. I've stared it straight down the eye and gone, okay, we've had a fun ride. I'm out. So own your shit today. Write it down. Get rid of it. Dissipate it. Lean into it. Don't be afraid of it, because then you can move forward to amazing things. And that's what you were put here to do. I'm backing you.